Hey everyone, a very good evening to all of you. I hope you're staying safe and doing well. First of all, a big thank you for all of you for joining this session, and I hope you're having a great time in Cloud Bazaar. All right, before I begin the session, can can you guys comment yes if you can hear me properly and see my screen? Also, please feel free to type in your questions, and I'll try and answer them towards the end of the session. And also, we'll be sharing a link to a survey at the end of the session. Please do fill it out. Okay, let's get started now. Here, celebrating the modern web, who in this age and time, right, has to switch between multiple tasks, working on multiple sites for multiple clients. And we have spoken to multiple web pros, observed them personally, switching. We saw them switching between multiple panels. They were using keyboards, these challenges that web pros like you face in managing sites for clients. We built a tool that would make your lives easier, and you could efficiently handle the different tasks. So you could focus more on growing your business. So here's Bluehost Maestro, a must-have tool for the modern web pro. So Maestro provides you with a single dashboard that helps you streamline and efficiently manage your day-to-day tasks, so that you can focus on growing your business, leaving the rest to Maestro. For those of you who are not very familiar with Maestro, we launched Bluehost Maestro more than a year back as a beta. And since then, we've been launching features helping web professionals streamline their businesses. We've been working very closely with our users to understand challenges and roll out features that help them overcome these challenges. Right now, getting into the features we offer, we started off by solving for an important challenge web pros face today, that is organizing multiple projects for multiple clients and their websites. Bluehost Maestro helps organize multiple clients and their WordPress sites on a single dashboard. Another key challenge web pros face today is keeping a track of passwords of their clients, sites, their hosting accounts, and their multiple panels, right? And web pros traditionally have been doing this on Excel sheets, Google Docs, and some of them even noting down on their diaries. Maestro now lets web pros access client sites without the need for passwords. We offer one-click access to the WordPress admin and also the cPanel when your site is hosted on Bluehost. First, we launched an easy way to manage WordPress updates. When we spoke to web pros, a lot of them told us that they have to navigate multiple panels to check for updates of each of their WordPress sites. So what we have in Maestro is you can manage WordPress updates of all your WordPress sites from a single dashboard. I'll kind of give you a demo of this feature in action towards the latter half of this session. You get one-click updates of plugins, themes, and WordPress core. And you can also configure the auto update settings from within the Maestro dashboard itself. So again, right, web pros have told us that they have a common set of plugins that they install across their sites. And they'll have to individually go to each plugin and install those plugins. So what we have in Maestro is a plugins collection where you can save your commonly used plugins as a plugins collection. And when you're building a new site, you can quickly install that collection in a click on the new site, right? You don't have to individually go install, activate, deactivate each plugin. And over that, you can also install and activate individual plugins again from within your Maestro panel itself. So your whole plugin management task will become easier with Maestro. Then we have site monitoring. This again, web pros have told us that there are multiple issues that come with WordPress sites, one of them being broken links. And these issues actually impact your SEO rankings and also could potentially drive away visitors from your site. So you can now track broken links on your Maestro dashboard. and we give you a detailed view of which links are broken, and also an easy way for you to fix those broken links again from within your Maestro dashboard. Then we have staging, wherein you can easily create a staging site where you can test your changes, be it WordPress updates, plugin updates, theme updates, or even code modifications that you would like to do and test. So a staging site lets you test these changes away from a live site so that your live site is never impacted by these changes. And whenever you're confident, you can deploy all these changes from the staging site to the live site. And you can do all these actions from your Maestro dashboard in a single click. So you can create a staging site and deploy changes from a staging site to a live site all in a single click. Then we have the client invoicing feature, wherein you can bill your clients for all the services that you're offering, right? And you can also customize templates, choose a logo and a design that suits your business. You can keep a track of these invoices. You can record full and partial payments. You can add taxes, discounts, and even set due dates on the invoices, right? Cool. I know I've spoken a lot about Maestro, but let us now look at Maestro live in action. So here's the Maestro landing page. I'm going to log into my Maestro account. Cool. So here's a view of the Maestro dashboard, right? So once you log in, you get to you have a view of all the sites that you've added to your Maestro dashboard, and these here are my client sites, right? So you can see right now I've added 3 sites, and in this view, you get a you can see all the sites along with the client details. You can also see if there are any updates available for your WordPress sites. So in this case, this site has 3 plugin updates. Then you can also see broken links, right? Any issues that are there on your site. So in this case, there's 1 broken link on this site. And you can also see that there are 2 actions here, a manage hosting and login to WordPress. So login to WordPress logs you into the WordPress admin without you having to, enter the username password every time. And manage hosting logs you into the cPanel again without you having to enter the username password. So as you can see, these are very quick actions that you can perform. Uh, I'll This is the sites view. Then you can also view all the clients that you have. You can also create a folder, a personal folder for yourself where you can add sites that belong to you and do not belong to any client. Then you can add sites to any client on the go. I'll quickly show you how to add a WordPress site and how easy it is to add a WordPress site to your Maestro dashboard, right? And another important point here is you can add sites both hosted on Bluehost as well as other hosts. I'll show you both how do you add sites. So you click on add WordPress site. You choose add an existing site if you want to add an existing site. And if you choose add a new site, if you want to purchase a hosting package, a domain, and then want to set up a new site, right? So I'll go through the existing site flow. So add an existing site. Here you can enter your site's domain. Then you can choose which client this site belongs to. So here you can choose from any of the clients that you have already added, or you can add a new uh, client from here. So you can add a new client from here as well. So I am going to choose an existing client. And if you do not have any client yet, and if the site belongs to you, you can choose this option wherein the site will be organized under you. Now proceeding. So here you can choose what level of access you will need for that site. And to get a detailed view of what each level of access here gives, you can click on here, which gives you a view of what level of access and what features are available in each access level. Now, I would want hosting account and WordPress admin, and this level of access is exclusive to sites on Bluehost. So then you can choose generate secure link. So this will generate a secure link. And as you can see in the infographic here, You will have to share this link with your client, and I'll show you the process. And the client can then click on this link, log into the hosting account, and grant you access. So in this case, so there are also, right, the pros have told us that they share, they communicate with the client via email, WhatsApp. So you can also copy. If you click on copy link, it will copy the link, and so you paste it here. So the info is pasted here. On what the client has to do. So you don't have to type in the instructions again. So in this case, let me directly access this link quickly to show you guys how this works. So we can log into the Bluehost account. So once you log into the account, you'll be able to see the request on, and also your client, right, will be able to see who's requesting access and what level of access do they get. Yeah, so here you can see the request. Gaurav email has requested access to the Bluehost India account and WordPress site. And the client can also see details on what this particular web pro can access and what the web pro cannot access. So now when the client grants access, and also the client can manage these accesses at any point in time from their Bluehost account by going to the web pro access section. Okay, now that the client has accepted request, so you'll see that the site has been added. And you'll also see that now I can access the WordPress admin and cPanel of this site. And you also start seeing the updates available. So this particular site has 2 theme updates available. Now, if you want to add a site that is not hosted on Bluehost, so I'll go through that flow now. So again, it's an existing site that I'm going to add. The domain of that site is this. And this time I'm going to say the site belongs to me. Now for sites that are not hosted on Bluehost, you can only access the WordPress admin. You will not be able to access the hosting account of that site. So select this option, site on another host, and generate secret key. So in this case, what you'll have to do is you'll have to log in to the WordPress admin of the site, install the Maestro connector plugin, activate it, and paste that key there. And then the site will be added. I'll quickly show you how. There's a WordPress admin. Add a new plugin, Maestro connector. And search for Bluehost Maestro. Install the Maestro connector plugin. Activate it. And when you activate it, it asks you for a secret key. So this is the key that you'll have to paste there. So I'm going to copy just the secret key and paste it here. Give access. So once you have done this, you can now see that the site is added, and the login to WordPress button is enabled. So you can click on login to WordPress and then log into the WordPress admin of the site. So like I've demonstrated, right, it's fairly simple to connect your site so that you get access to the WordPress admin and cPanel in case of WordPress sites. So you don't have to keep track of passwords anymore. So once you've added and connected your sites to Maestro, no more keeping track of passwords. Now let's look at the other features that you have. So you can click on any of the sites to get more details of the site. So this is an overview section where you can see when your site was connected and which version of WordPress is it running on. Then moving to the plugins tab, you'll be able to see what all plugins are installed in this site. And like I was mentioning earlier, you can also activate or deactivate any plugin from within your Maestro dashboard. Then you can configure the auto update settings. So for these plugins, the auto update is enabled. For these plugins, the auto update is disabled, and you'll see an update now action along with details of the latest version that is available. And you can just click on update now to update this plugin. It's a single click action. Then similarly for themes, you have both the active and inactive themes. You can update the active and inactive themes, also adjust the auto update settings of your themes. Then we have the update settings tab where you have the WordPress core. So in this case, since I've enabled auto update for both major and minor updates, the WordPress core is up to date, but you can choose to disable individually the major and minor updates and also manually update the WordPress core, right? And here you also have a setting to, enable auto update for all your plugins. So in this, if you turn this on, the auto update will be enabled for all of your plugins, and similarly for themes. Then we have the site monitoring section where you can, right now you can view all the broken links that are there on your sites. So in this case, this particular site has one broken link, and it also shows information on how many links were scanned and when the last scan happened. If you want to see details, you click here where you get more details on the link, the path to the link. So this particular link, its path is here, and status, the error code that was written, which is 404 in this case, and the identifier. So this could be the link text or any alt image that would be there. And as you can see here, you also get a categorized view. So we categorize broken links into pages, media, and scripts. So it is easier for you to debug. And also, right, this resolve action would take you to this particular path inside the WordPress admin. So you can easily fix the broken link. And once you've, kind of fixed the broken link, you can click scan again. And this would do a rescan of your site. It will scan all the links again. And this scan usually takes a few seconds, and you can come back here later and, the broken link count will be updated here. So we've kind of launched this as a beta feature, and once you start using this feature and at any point you think that we should add more functionality, you can you do let us know, and any more features you would want here, you can let us know. We have a few features like uptime monitoring and security and malware that we want to launch very soon. And finally, the products tab. From here, you can click on manage hosting and go to the cPanel, and you can also manage the domains in this particular account. So if you click on manage domain, you'll be logged in to your Bluehost account and navigated to the domains tab automatically. And another important feature I would like to show you guys is the staging feature. So let us say you would want to update a plugin, right? And you don't want to do it on your live site because you're not very confident, and it could potentially break the site. So you could go ahead, create a staging site. So you click on this drop down, click on staging site, and you can create a staging site from here. So here is some information on the staging site. So essentially a staging site is created on the same hosting server, and it is an exact copy of your live site. So you can go ahead, click on create staging site, and this will start creating a staging site. This is going to take some time. I'll quickly navigate to another site which has staging already created. So this particular site already has a staging created. So as you can see, the staging is an exact copy of your live site. You can see your staging site's URL here. You can access the staging site. You can simply click here on the thumbnail and you can you'll go to the staging site. So any plugin you want to update, right, you can update in the staging site. So you can click on update. So let's say I want to update this particular plugin. I'm updating it on the staging site. Now that this plugin is updated, and I'm confident that everything is fine with the site, I can deploy this to the live site. For that, you'll see a deploy to live option here, and there are three options that you get. You can deploy all changes will deploy both your files and databases. Deploy files only will deploy only files from the staging site to the live site, and similarly, deploy database will deploy only database changes from the staging site to the live site. So in this case, I'm going to say deploy all changes, confirm. So this deployment is going to take some time, and you can navigate away, and whenever the deployment is done, you will be notified, and then you can go back, check if everything is working with the live site, and you should be good. So this is how the staging works. And also, right, on the staging site, you can click on login to WordPress, and this will take you into the WordPress admin of the staging site. So any changes that you want to do on WordPress admin, you can do it from there. So you just have to click on login to WordPress on the staging site and go to the WordPress admin and then make any changes. And once you're done, you can come back and then deploy those changes from your Maestro dashboard. Cool. Now going to the other feature that I was talking about on plugin management, that is the plugin collections. So like I was calling out, right, you can create a collection of your commonly used plugins. So in this case, maybe I want to create a plugin collection for my e-com sites. So you can give it a name, search for any plugins, add them here. So you can add all the plugins that you want and then create collection. So your ecom collections collection is created. And at any point, if you want to install this collection on a new site or on an existing site, you can click on install plugins on a site, choose which site you would want to install these plugins to. One thing to note, you'll only be able to install these plugins on sites that you have access to and that are on Bluehost. So in this case, I would want to install these plugins on this site. Then if you want, you can also select only a few plugins from the collection that you want to install, and also choose if you would want these plugins to be activated as well. So I don't want these plugins to be activated, so I'll choose this and then install two plugins. So these two plugins are now being installed on my site, like you can see here. And another thing is, let's say you already have a site that you have worked on, built, and you would want to save plugins from that site as a collection. So you can simply go to the plugins tab of that site and click on save as collection. So automatically all the plugins are added. You can also choose to remove any of these plugins when you're saving it as a collection. You can give it a name and then create a collection from there. And similarly, if you want to install new plugins from your plugins tab, you can click here. You can either install a new plugin by searching for it, like in this case, or you can install plugins from a collection at this point. So then you can choose which collection you would want to install on this particular site. Yeah. In this case, it says both these collections are already installed. Cool. Now the last feature I'll show you guys is the client invoices. So you can give a name. Let's start it. So like I was mentioning, you can create a custom invoice template, right? You can choose from a set of predefined templates that we have that suits your business. And you can, upload a logo, give your company name here. You can also select the background color that you want the invoice, add details, right? on of details of your business here, which will be added to the invoice. Then any tax ID, payment details that you want to add. Maybe you want to give your bank details here so that the customer can directly transfer the amount to the bank. You can choose the invoice currency, the currency in which you want to bill the client for. You can also choose the invoice number and prefix. So this essentially is the index from where your invoices will be created. So I'll 1000 and then click on save. So once you've created a template, you can start creating invoices from this template. So in this case, I would want to bill John uh, for design. You can add tax details if you want to, or exempt. So $99. You can also give a discount. So you can enable this, and let's say I want to give a 10% discount. So the discount is calculated and deducted automatically. Then you can add a due date, maybe the next 30 days. You can preview your invoice, save the invoice. So at this point, you can download and send this invoice to your client in whatever channel that you prefer, email, WhatsApp, anything. Then click on done. So once you've created invoices and you have created multiple invoices, all the invoices will start showing up in the client invoices tab here. You can add any filters that you would want. Maybe you want to see all the unpaid invoices. Click on this filter. You can also filter the invoices by due date. And also, right, you can record partial payments from here. So you can mark it as fully paid, or you click on this invoice to see more details. You can record a payment here. Maybe the client has paid an advance of $25. So then it will start showing you what the amount paid and what is due here. Similarly, you go back here, it will show the pending amount. And if the client has paid the full amount, you can mark it as fully paid. Cool. So, and also, right, like I was mentioning earlier, you also have an option of purchasing a domain and hosting package from within your Maestro dashboard in case you want to set up a new site. So you can, purchase it for yourself or for a client. You can select a shared hosting package that you would want to. In this case, since I've registered myself as a Webpro belonging to the US, it is showing me the prices in USD. So whatever country you have registered yourself with, the currency will show accordingly. Cool. So this was Maestro in action. Uh, and do let me know in the comments on what feature do you find most useful in Maestro. That will really help you streamline your day-to-day tasks and make your lives easier. Awesome. Moving ahead. So, like I was mentioning, we are bringing in new features. So the first of which is a feature wherein you can collaborate seamlessly with your team members. So if you have a team and you would want to share maybe a particular site with a team member, and you do not want to share the entire Maestro dashboard. So in that case, you can share access of only that particular site with your team member, and your team member will only have access to that site. Then we have backups. So you can start managing backups of your WordPress sites from your Maestro dashboard itself. You'll be able to see all the backups that you've taken. You also get actions to restore a backup or even take a manual backup. And finally, we're bringing in more site monitoring features like uptime monitoring to know if whenever your site goes down, alert you when the site goes down, or rather than the client telling you that, look, your site has gone down, the site has gone down. And then security and malware scans, since this is an important issue with WordPress sites. So have an ability to scan your site for any security and malware vulnerabilities. And Also, feel free to reach out to us and let us know any more features that you would want to have in Maestro, and we are happy to consider them. And yeah, cool. Let us look at the Q&A section. So Yogesh is asking, will it take the backup automatically before theme or plugin update takes place? So Yogesh, at this point, we are not doing it. But like I was mentioning, when we bring in the backups feature, we would kind of give an option of an automatic backup before a plugin or theme update, so that if something goes wrong, you can quickly restore to the backup version. I hope that answers your question. Cool. If there are no more questions, so that will be the end of the session. And please remember to fill out the survey. That will help us improve the product and build the right features uh, that will help streamline your workflows and help you grow your website business. All right. Thanks everyone for joining in. Bye.